The next database I want to talk with you about is Inspire. You don't need your digital access card for it, but you can go through the Elkhart Public Library online resources and find it. Inspire is created by the state of Indiana, and it has a bunch of different databases. You use it for free. If you have a physical residence or you're physically in the state of Indiana, you are able to get onto Inspire, and it is inspire.in.gov. I've already loaded it up, and as you can see, it's just kind of a database thing, and they have some things up already. And you can do just a huge basic search right here, but that will give you too many results. So let's go to databases by subject. And there's a whole bunch of different topics, but we're going to look at Student Search 6 through 12, and I'm going to show you all the different databases you have there. Academic Search Premier is really good for academic articles. Some are through you have on the Elkhart database. This encyclopedia is very good as well. There is Hoosier State Chronicles, Indiana History Online, Indiana Memory. All of those will be good if you have to do a research report on Indiana history. And there is Topic Search. And then there's Middle Search Plus, which is one of the main things you will use. This is what I recommend you use. And you can just do basic, you can do an advanced search. You can say, oh, I want it peer reviewed. You can narrow it down by Lexile. So let's say, but I'm just going to do a basic search and then show you how you can modify it from there. So we're going to use George Washington once again. So as you can see, you got a lot of references, over 4,000, which is better than a Google search, which will give you a couple million. But it's still a lot. So let's say I only want biographies. That narrows it down to 267. It shows you source type. So I click on that. And then I would like to make sure the language is in English, which I don't have to modify that for, but sometimes they'll have it in Spanish. Subject, Washington George, and oh look, I get to narrow it down to just 8 articles. But I'm going to remove the biographies, and I'm going to show you a special feature on here, which is, if I can find, let's see, let's go for magazines. We're going to just update that. We're not going to get videos. Now if you cut on this, I mean click on this, just as before, you can save it, you can view it as HTML full text, you can also do a PDF text, and you can add to a folder, print it, email it, save it, cite it, remember, permalink, share. Now if you can translate it as well, this article has a whole bunch of different languages, as you can see here. And you could also have it read to you in an American accent, an Australian accent, or a British accent. Just all depends on what you're in the mood for. And so that is Inspire. It is completely and utterly free, whether you are in the school system or not. And so I would highly recommend it to you to start here when you do your search.